Welcome back to the channel, guys. My name is Gordon. We are back with another video. Today we're looking at the Base network and the potential new Base token incoming. As always, if you enjoy the content, please make sure to smash that thumbs up button below, hit subscribe, hit that bell notification icon as well, and you've got a completely free copy of The Rise of Bitcoin waiting for you in the description below this video. Make sure to grab that and let's talk about Base. Okay, if you are not already familiar, Base is the leading layer 2 scaling solution for the Ethereum network, and over the past year, a couple of years since their launch in August of 2023, we have seen monumental growth with the Base ecosystem and the Base network in terms of adoption, with daily transactions, daily active addresses, and its growth in the past 24 months. We're going to take a look at some of that data in just a moment, but very recently, Base just came out on the record with an announcement that they are exploring a Base network token. Now, I don't think they would come out and say that they're exploring the potential of a Base network token if they weren't actually already doing a lot of work on that behind the scenes. And if you're not already familiar, the reason why Base has been a little bit different to other layer 2 scaling solutions, at least thus far in its journey, is that unlike Arbitrum or Polygon as other layer 2 scaling solutions for Ethereum, Base does not have its own native token, at least not yet. And so with that announcement from Jesse, the head of Base, just a few weeks ago, the entire market is beginning to get quite excited about the prospect of the fastest growing and most widely adopted layer 2 scaling solution for Ethereum bringing out their own token, and the potential of a very large airdrop with that token for loyal Base users over the past couple of years. So again, you can check out more about Base over at base.org. Yes, Base is incubated and backed by Coinbase, the largest US centralized exchange. And of course, the growth that it's seen over the past couple of years has been very, very helpful, and having the backing of one of the largest centralized exchanges in the entire world is obviously very bullish for the Base network as a whole. If I jump over to DeFi Llama very, very quickly, we can see here that the Base network is currently the 6th largest network by total value locked in all of DeFi. So as an Ethereum layer 2 scaling solution, it's actually the 6th largest network overall. We've got just under $5 billion of total value locked in the Base network at this moment in time. And if we double click into the Base network here, we can see that growth that I was just referencing. Since launching in August of 2023, we've gone from $60 million of TVL up to $4.85 billion at this moment in time. Even since the beginning of this year alone, we were sitting around 3 to 3.3 billion in total value locked. We have grown hugely since the beginning of 2025. Yes, we had a little bit of a pullback in TVL in Q1 along with the rest of the market, but since these April lows around 2.3 billion, we've almost doubled our TVL on the Base network, going from 2.3 billion all the way up to that 4.85 billion where we're sitting at today. I've done plenty of videos about other Base native protocols on the channel here, just like Airdrop Finance, like Breath, the leading meme coin, Moonwell, a leading and lending and borrowing protocol native to the Base network as well. You've also got lending protocols like Morpho, decentralized exchanges, and other types of protocols like Seamless, Extra Finance, Compound, Beefy integrates. Lots of stuff happening on VFAT for yield aggregation across Base native dexes. Check out all of those individual protocols yourself. But the story here being the potential for a Base network token, in my opinion, is very bullish for this ecosystem as a whole, and very bullish for any of these Base native protocols as well. Thus far, over the past 24 months, if people and investors have wanted to speculate on the growth of the Base ecosystem, they have been accruing or, adding tokens to their portfolio, just like Aero, like Morpho, like Moonwell, etc. And I think with the onset of a potential Base token, we could see a huge amount of liquidity flowing into Base, seeing this 4.5 billion going to $10 billion and beyond. I think we're going to see the growth of the entire DeFi space over the coming years regardless. But if Base does drop its own token, I think it will opened the floodgates for billions of dollars of additional value to flow directly into Base. And I think all of these protocols, like Aero, like Morpho, like Seamless, like Anzen, etc., and even leading meme coins like Brett are going to benefit from that large liquidity event. Again, just a few weeks ago, we saw that announcement from Jesse. We also saw integrations between Airdrop and Coinbase in the past couple of months as well, where you can now use Aero for purchasing decentralized tokens directly using Coinbase as well. So that's opening up the floodgates for more decentralized trading happening in tandem with Coinbase as a centralized exchange. And now you're seeing the announcement of this potential Base network token. I think just like Luke Youngblood is saying here on X, billions of dollars of economic stimulus flowing into the Base ecosystem. You have the makings of an on-chain economy that's poised to onboard 10% of global GDP in 5 years. Now, I'm not sure about 10% of global GDP in 5 years, but I do think it opens up the floodgates for billions of additional dollars to flow into the Base network. Again, this is the growth of the TVL in Base over time, just like we saw. And what you're looking at is really consistent chain revenue on the chart here as well, with these orange spikes here on the chart representing revenue day over day. You're landing somewhere between $200,000 to $400,000 of daily 24-hour revenue on the Base network at this moment in time. Interestingly, if we compare that to Ethereum directly as well, I'd be curious to know if Base is at a point where it's potentially outpacing Ethereum in terms of daily chain revenue as well. If we check this out for Ethereum, and let's zoom in here on the chart just a little bit further, we can see that Ethereum is doing, it's doing 100,000, it's doing, close to 1 million on certain days, but there's definitely certain days here where Base as a layer 2 is actually doing more chain revenue compared to Ethereum. And that's why you're seeing wider adoption of Base, TVL growing, and more users turning to use Base as their preferred execution layer for anything happening with Ethereum. Again, we're seeing growth on DeFi as a whole. I think as we see Base and the network effects of Ethereum continue to hold strong, I think that bodes well for Base and this ecosystem in general. I think it's super bullish. I think if we see a token launching for Base, I think it could be one of the largest airdrops in history. And I think you're going to see people looking to capitalize by cashing in on those airdrops and then rotating airdrop tokens that they receive for Base into these other Base native protocols. The ones like we've mentioned, Aerodrome, Brett, Morpho, Extra Finance, Fluid, etc. You're going to see capital rotation into those once people take their free money essentially from the airdrop and begin to speculate on the growth of these Base native protocols. Very exciting times in the market. Very interested to see how this will play out over the coming months. We do not have a timeline just yet on when that Base network token will be dropping, but I'll keep you guys posted. Make sure to subscribe below. Drop me a comment if you have questions about this, and I'll bring you updates on the Base network token very, very soon. That is it for today's video, guys, on the Base network and the potential Base network token incoming towards the end of this year, maybe even early 2026. I will keep you posted when I hear more news on official dates and when that's dropping, and the potential for you to farm the airdrop on that as well. As always, if you enjoyed the content, please just take 3 seconds. Let's do it right now. Under my finger, there is a thumbs up button. Smash that thumbs up button before you leave. Make sure to subscribe, hit that bell notification icon, grab your copy of The Rise of Bitcoin in the description. It is my gift to you, and we'll catch you in the next one.